just a little bit. What on earth is inside that it calls to me like this?
Zeus stopped getting his hands dirty. Instead of lightning, he sent an irresistible trap, an ultimate custom-made human, the first woman, Pandora.
Whoa, hold up! The first woman? So before her, the world was just full of dudes? Like, just a bunch of guys running around?
Exactly. Prometheus's little lab project. Zeus just dropped a pretty package filled with disaster into that sausage fest. Want to see the twisted blueprints of how the gods actually manufactured her? Let's dive into the dark design. Zeus ordered Hephaestus, who had the most outstanding dexterity, to mold a woman's figure with perfect proportions and beauty that even goddesses would envy. It was a true work of art on a completely different level from the crude male humans created by Prometheus, and the gods of Olympus, summoned by Zeus, began to gift her their most powerful auras one by one to complete this walking trap. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, dressed her in beautiful clothes and gave her the skill of weaving. Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, implanted irresistible charm and desire that would instantly melt a man's heart. But the most fatal was Hermes's gift. Beneath her beautiful appearance, he secretly instilled a deceitful mind and an insane curiosity that could never be satisfied.
Your name is Pandora, the one endowed with all gifts. This box is a gift from Olympus celebrating your birth, so take it to your future husband. However, keep this in mind. You must never, whatever happens, even if the world splits in two, open this box.
The target Zeus threw this fatal bait at was none other than Prometheus's brother, Prometheus. While his brother was bound and suffering in the Caucasus Mountains, he remained alone on Earth, taking care of the humans. If Prometheus merely took her as his wife, the box of disasters would naturally infiltrate the very center, the deepest part of the human world. It was a perfect big picture.
Prometheus, listen to me. You must never accept any gift sent by Zeus. It is a horrific trap that will ruin humanity.
Sorry, bro. How can I refuse when she radiates such a dazzling visual aura? This is definitely a reward the gods gave me. I will take you as my wife.
Wow! Isn't Prometheus the worst troller in human history? First, he caused a disaster by giving all abilities to animals, and after his brother risked his life to fix it, now he causes a second massive disaster by falling for a pretty face. They say his name means the one who thinks later, but it seems he lives without thinking even 1%.
Hey, that's too unfair from Prometheus's perspective. It's a beauty crafted by the top-tier gods of Olympus, who intentionally went all in on fatal charm, right? She must have had an extreme aura like mine, so how could he refuse that? This is just Zeus setting up the board too ruthlessly.
Pandora's beauty was like an irresistible natural disaster. Her looks were innocent, but the curiosity virus deeply implanted inside her eventually causes a catastrophe. Their seemingly perfect honeymoon house slowly begins the countdown to ruin. Prometheus cherished Pandora dearly, and the human world was still peaceful. But for Pandora, that peace was like hell. Zeus's taboo of never opening it fiercely stimulated the curiosity Hermes had planted in her. The box, like a living, breathing creature, sent sweet yet chilling whispers into Pandora's ear every night.
No, my husband repeatedly warned me never to open it. It's a taboo given by the King of Gods. But what on earth is inside there that it tortures me like this? Beautiful jewels? Or the secret to eternal life?
Rational judgment had long been swallowed by the aura of curiosity. Pandora ends up allowing herself a fatal excuse. If I just crack it open a tiny bit, take a quick peek inside, and close it immediately, no one will know. The moment the lid was opened, all the auras of disaster that Zeus had crammed into the box to destroy humans poured out crazily into the world. They were horrific concepts that hadn't even existed in the human world. Plagues gnawing at the flesh, bone-chilling poverty, jealousy and hatred, making brothers point swords at each other, and even unavoidable aging and death. The brilliant human civilization that Prometheus had built by giving fire crumbled helplessly before this storm of disasters. The entire earth was covered in screams of despair in an instant.
No, go back. Please, go back in. What have I done?
A terrified Pandora hastily slammed the lid shut, but it was already too late. All the fatal disasters had escaped and seeped into every corner of the world. However, at the very bottom of that deep, dark box, there remained a single, shining energy that hadn't managed to get out. It was Elpis, what we commonly know as hope.
A twist makes everything better. If hope hadn't stayed in the box, it would have been an immediate game over for humanity. No matter how much the world pranks us with disasters, as long as we have hope, we can bounce back. Right? What a lucky twist ending.
Well, is that really true?
Wait, I see it differently. Some say hope is actually the cruelest trap Zeus hid at the very bottom of the box. Someone with perfect insight like me would have noticed it already.
Exactly. Making them harbor the vain hope that tomorrow will be better, even amidst horrific disease and pain, so they can't even die on their own and prolong their suffering forever. The most dreadful punishment meant for humanity. Humans persistently surviving like cockroaches, holding on to that meager hope amidst all kinds of disasters. Watching this from the sky, Zeus ultimately couldn't contain his anger and decides on the most massive water cleansing in history to reset the Earth's server itself. Survival rate 0.0001%. The story of the Great Flood signaling the countdown to human extinction. Let's check out the ending of this disaster movie in the next class. Class dismissed for today.